If you're into extreme sports, you'll know all about Travis Pastrana and probably think he's living the dream. So what makes the world's most famous adrenaline junkie tick? Well, Tristram Clayton caught up with him. He's on tour with his company, Nitro Circus.
If you're not scared, you're not alive. That's Travis Pastrana in a nutshell. He makes his living risking his life. But what's it like to be Travis Pastrana? I met him at the Wanganui Jet Sprints. It was his day off, but he didn't come here to take it easy. He came to take up a new sport.
I did not expect that at all. Wow. Oh, they turn. There's nothing that I've ever driven that turns like that. I was like, oh, we're dead, we're dead, we're dead, we're dead, we're really dead. Boom. Make turn. You love that? Oh, so cool.
And you guessed it, being a passenger was never going to be enough. He wants a turn at the wheel and wants me to navigate.
How do you feel?
I'm a little nervous, but I think you're riding with me, so you should definitely be more nervous than I am.
But more on that in a second. First, he has a quick practice round with one of his daredevil mates from Nitro Circus.
How the heck was that?
Absolutely ridiculous. I couldn't believe it. I kept letting off the gas. Everything that I've ever driven, when you're in trouble and you're coming in too fast, you let off the gas. These things, more gas, turn sharper. So rare that I have a new experience, and that's what we're always striving for. I mean, monster trucks, go-karts, and this jet boating was the coolest thing. This is one of the reasons we came here to New Zealand, was just to try these.
And it's that incessant desire to keep on pushing boundaries that's seen Travis emerge as the biggest extreme sports star in the world. This is him performing the first ever double backflip.
What's really key with what we do is you kind of feed from other people too. You say, this guy can do this gymnast can do this guy on a bicycle can do this, therefore this should be possible. Now, we overanalyze our ability a lot, and that's why I think we have so much fun, because you never know if it's going to work or not going to work, and everyone's always kind of on the edge of their seats. But for me, that's what it's all about, trying to figure out, if someone says it's impossible, I say, why is it impossible, and what do we have to do to make it realistic?
Here he's jumping out of a plane 5,000 feet up without a parachute.
Ironically, I was more nervous than I wasn't nervous. I jumped out of the plane, I'm like, this feels normal. I'm like, this should not feel normal. But no, I had some really good friends, all special forces, whatnot, came down, grabbed me on the way down. One of the safest but highest consequences things I've ever done.
Are you less afraid of death than most people?
No, definitely. I'm just as afraid of death as everybody else out there, and I hate injury. There's no pain. I feel pain. It's just a matter of going out there and deciding what's worth it. And to me, this stuff is always worth it.
So he doesn't have a death wish. But as we get strapped in, I'm torn. The man with my life in his hands is one of the most skilled motor vehicle operators in the world. But before today, he'd never driven a jet boat, let alone a 10-litre, 1,200 horsepower superboat that can go from 0 to 120 kilometres an hour in 2 seconds.
Now you're seriously going to drive this thing yourself now, yeah?
That's what they tell me.
Are you going to drive me?
Yeah, that's what they tell you.
No, seriously, is that cool? Is that safe?
Absolutely not.
almost nailed every corner. But the guy
Hey, it was the co-driver. You did great, man. You kept pointing. I'm like, which way? You're like, that way, that way. Awesome.
That's sensational. Second run.
Great. That was so fun.
Are you alive? Are you alive? I'm fine. How are you? Holy shit, that was a hell of a ride.
Travis Pastrana with his new man crush, Tristram, the man, Clayton.